So these are natural lenses. If you go past 3, that isn't the natural lens, that's an electronic zoom. So the best zooms are these zooms right here, because those are the actual lenses in the back. And you have cinematic mode, which can blur out the background. So say I want this to be the center, everything else is going to be blurred out. So say I'm recording something and I want a particular person that's speaking to be the center of attention, you can use cinematic mode and it'll blur out the background and blur out everybody else. Then you have slow mode, then you have time lapse. Like if you want to record a whole day and you have to go back quickly, then you have slow mo. And then in the videos, like you go to your settings right here, you go to your camera, thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. You go to your camera settings right here. Where is it? Sorry, I'm just typing the camera up here. So when you record video, instead of it being 1080 at 30 frames per second, you could change it to 4K, 60 frames per second. And that it's going to take up a lot more of your data, but that's going to give you a much better quality. And the same thing for cinematic mode and slow-mo mode. You can change it. Oh, slow-mo you can't do it. Let me see cinematic. Cinematic, you can do it 4K, 30 frames per second. It's going to eat up a lot more data, gigabytes on your phone, but it's going to be a lot better. You can also use the grid.
What about the grid?
The grid? Yeah, so what the grid does is it puts it here. So if you want to make sure that you use the rule of thirds, so you can watch videos on like the rule of thirds. It's an art form in terms of for taking videos and taking pictures. This shows you the grid right here, so it can make it easier to follow that rule of thirds. Outside of that is pretty much
the picture, right?
And we have panoramic mode. So if you start here, you keep going.
It's for picture, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a picture. What's one trick that we show people? Like if you start panorama over there, say I'm standing there, and you go behind the camera and come back around, you can duplicate yourself multiple times in the same picture, which is pretty cool. Outside of that, we do have this thing called, do you know if you have the Apple Store app on your phone?
Apple.
Yeah, I can try to search it.